I always thought Texas Tech was a gold mine. It was a Division I school, a major university, and I'd come here many times, and I always thought it was just needed somebody to come in here and really get after it.
From about 6 years ago until now, you can see this program has just risen to be one of the stronger combined men and women's programs, in the NCAA and Division I.
Probably the greatest asset that I've brought is just the hard work. I'm not the smartest guy in the world, but I felt I had a formula at Abilene Christian. We'd won 29 national championships, and I wanted to bring that type mentality to Texas Tech.
Just look at the body of work and look what we're doing. Look at our rankings, and hopefully that should speak for itself in the work he does.
I think that's the biggest thing that I brought was a winning mentality. I wasn't going to accept us being last in the conference when we got here, and 5 years later we won a Big 12 championship.
I think the program has elevated to be one of the nation's top programs as far as across the board in every event.
Gerald Myers, when he hired me, he told me he wanted to have a team, and I'd always had a team at Abilene Christian, and so I loved hearing that. So I just brought that type mentality.
And Coach Gillies been able to do that, build a group and have the expectations there that when we go to meets and we go to the Big 12 competition, that we're going to do well.
Anytime you start to get to some of the recruits that we're starting to get, you got a chance.
We're looking at it one athlete at a time, high quality, recruits that we're signing, #1 ranked kids in many different areas that we recruit in here.
As a group, developing them and just continuing to reinforce that expectation that we're going to be successful in all aspects, not only running and performances, but in their academic work and then in their personal life also.
It starts from the top. It starts from the chance from the president to the athletic director to Coach Kitley, our head coach, and to the coaches and then to the athletes. But when we get kids to come to our campus, they fall in love with it. And they fall in love with Texas Tech. Many times they'll say, I never thought it was going to be like this. You hear that a few times. Kids love this school, and once they're here, they become a Red Raider pretty quick. And it's just a passion that these kids feel for the university.
We are the new, exciting, hot school that's out there. And I think if you come visit here, you're shocked at what you see from the facilities and mostly the people.
And that's just, I'm not talking just athletics, I'm talking about the academic experiences from top to bottom, the opportunities here that they will have are as good as any program in the country. And I've been to and worked for the best programs, and I can say that we're one of those.
I really think that the program has the potential of being a national championship type program.
We've had a lot of good teams in the past, but we could never all just seem to put it together. But it seems like this is, this is the start of something really good. It could be really, really good come championship season towards the end.
I demand perfection, and I want us to be at the top. I don't accept mediocrity, and I just believe God put us here, on this earth to be the best we can be. And so I want to give them the best I can while I'm here.
We just all feed off of each other. So we always try to start the meet off well, and once the meet starts flowing and everything's going well, you want to be the one to say, okay, I did my part.
They're not ready for us, man. Texas Tech is coming up, baby.
Each individual athlete can't do it by themselves. It is a team at the end of the day. A lot of people think this is an individual sport. You know, they're doing individual events with the exception of the relays, but at the end of the day, there is a team score and it is a team event and it feeds off of each other.
You just get more hyped and like, okay, since they went over there and did that, now I got to come step on the track and try to outshine them somehow, in a sense.
They have to go do their individual thing. And I always tell them that you take care of you take care of your event, and then we'll look up at the end of the day and we can pull it all together as a team.
It's a team mentality, but it's still a bunch of individuals at times doing their own thing, but we can still come together and be strong as a team and not just an individual. So if one falls in an individual event, there's always someone helping them out.
It wasn't just one person, you know, so it's something that's really cool about track. We pull it all together to pull one weight.
3 pumps. Good job.
We have developed an atmosphere of a family atmosphere with the student athletes. And I think they all want each other to do well. And I think for the most part, you know, the kids really, really enjoy watching their teammate, you know, in the other events do well.
It feels like it's an extension of you doing good when you see your teammate do good because, you know, we all practice the same. We all in the fire together out here in practice, and it's just a blessing to see everybody do good at the same time.
Our kids love watching the other kids compete. You know, it is a lot of fun.
It's great to see when everybody's being successful as a team, instead of just being the normal 1 or 2 people here and there. But as a team, everyone gets excited. You just want to continue to do great.
Everybody is on the same page. Everybody seems to be fighting for each other. Everybody feeds off each other, and it's just one of those things that it seems like you can't really replace. As long as I've been here, I've never felt just such a strong bond that we have. So I think that's one of the bigger things that's playing a part in it all.
Good job, girl.
The kids get along great, the men and the women. They care for each other. They want each to win, and I think that makes a difference.
We're pretty much we're a family, so it's not like, you know, most schools I see them, they kind of seclude the throwers or they seclude the sprinters. Like, everyone has their own little groups, but our team, I can honestly say we're like one big happy family. We spend all day together at the meets, and then after the meets, we all hang out together as well, so it's just, we're really close.
What we've been able to put together, the whole package, the support from the administration, where we go competition, you know, the entire package there is fantastic for athletes to perform and develop and do well in athletics. And then we have great academic support, great academics that they can participate in. And then just the student life here on campus is fantastic. So I think overall it's just a package that is very appealing.
Right now, it's a great feeling to be a part of Texas Tech track team.
Okay, guys, we're gonna play again. Can I have your attention?
Michelle's been involved with the Student Athlete Advisory Committee, which I am the advisor for. She's usually a big staple at all our community service events, life skills events, so she's the first one to volunteer, the first one to participate in anything we have going on.
Good job, guys. Woo!
She's been tremendous, a great leader for our team, not only on the field but off the field also. And then the work she's doing with the Student Athletes Association there is fantastic too, and it's something that's going to pay off long term more than even her athletics will ever pay off, just because those leadership skills that she's obtaining and what she'll be able to do when she goes out when she's going to be a coach herself, and how she applies that to her athletes like that. It's going to be tremendous. She's going to be a great coach out there and have a long-term effect on a lot of people.
Keep going! Good job, guys!
You know, I wanted to be a teacher, I wanted to be a physical education teacher, and, you know, that person, being an athlete, you know, you can inspire them to be something one day.
1, 2, 3, Red Raiders!
And if you just look at the past, we've always had some of our athletes step up, and of course, you know, it's really special to see because we want them to be good human beings when they leave here.
Who had fun today?
To develop as people, and the tremendous opportunities they have to develop is fantastic. And you know, that's what they do over in the Academic Center. Again, they do a great job of having opportunities there and making sure that we're plugging in the right places in the right time to be able to help other people, which is kind of, you know, looking outside themselves rather than just always focusing on what they have to do in their little world, to look out and see how they can help other people too.
Athletes and kids combined, thank you so much. Let's give them a round of applause, guys.
Within life skills, we get them prepared for the next 40 to 50 years of their life. So personally, leadership-wise, community service, whatever it may be. So we definitely encourage all our student athletes to get involved with the various activities and events we set up. And Michelle she helps with the planning of all those, and she also participates as well.
We Love you guys. Thanks.
You know, it's just something that, you know, we give back to the community because they give back so much to us to come to games and just support us in every single way possible. And just to see these kids, you know, we only had 42 kids there, but with all the student athletes that came out, which I was very happy about that, you know, we got to really talk to these kids.
Thank you guys for coming. Did you have fun? Yes. Good. We had fun with you guys too.
And I think our athletes have learned that, you know, there's something else beyond the sports world at some point. And, you know, I think when you can start that when they're in college and lay that groundwork, well, it's, you know, I tell kids, you know, show me your friends, I'll show you your future. Well, you also kind of show me what you're doing, and I can show you, you know, where your future will be too, because I think it prepares you.
Thanks for coming, guys. Y'all were so good. Y'all were so much fun.